Hello, friends. Today is May the 12th, 2020, and I am going to be reading chapter 19 of Ken Schoolin's book, The Adventures of Jonathan Gullible. Chapter 19 is The Tortoise and the Hare Revisited. Wealth is comprised of choices. When government takes away choices, it takes away wealth, even from the poor. Unknown. Jonathan dreamt of the woman from the Carnival of Special Interests. She kept handing him money and then grabbing it away again. Again and again she paid him and then proceeded to snatch it back. Suddenly, Jonathan woke with a jolt, remembering that he had to report his earnings to the tax officials lest he become an occupant of the People's Zoo himself. The delicious smell of freshly toasted bread filled his nose. The old man stood at the table, dishing out thick slices of toast and jam for breakfast. Jonathan noticed a sad-faced little boy sitting at the table. The old man introduced the boy as their grandson, Davy, who would be staying with them for a while. "I remember you," chirped Davy. "Grandpa, he helped me and Mama when we had to leave the farm." This news made Jonathan all the more welcome. As Jonathan bit into a thickly buttered slice of toast, the little boy fidgeted restlessly, trying to pull up his mismatched socks. "Grandma, please read me the story again," he begged. "Which one, sweetie?" She heaped hot scrambled eggs on Jonathan's plate. "My favorite, the one about the tortoise and the hare. The pictures are so funny," beamed Davy. "Well, all right," said Rose, taking a book from the kitchen cabinet. She sat down next to tiny Davy and began. "Once upon a time." "No, no, Grandma, a long time ago," interrupted the boy. Rose laughed. "As I was saying, a long time ago there lived a tortoise named Frank and a hare named Lysander. Both of the animals worked delivering letters to all who lived in their small village. One day Frank, whose sharp ears were far more efficient than his short legs, overheard a few of the animals praise Lysander for being so quick at his deliveries. The fleet-footed hare could deliver in a few hours what others required days to do. Annoyed, Frank crawled over and butted into the conversation. "Hare," said Frank, almost as slowly as he walked, "in 1 week I'll bet I can get more customers than you can. I'll stake my reputation on it." The challenge startled Lysander. "Your reputation? Ha! What everyone thinks of you isn't yours to bet," he exclaimed the rambunctious hare. "No matter, I'll take you on anyway." The neighbors scoffed, saying the sluggish tortoise didn't stand a chance. To prove it, they all agreed to judge the winner at this very spot in 1 week's time. As Lysander dashed off to make his preparations, Frank just sat still for a long time. Finally, he ambled away. Lysander posted notices all over the countryside that he was cutting prices to less than half the price that Frank charged. Deliveries would be twice a day from now on, even on weekends and holidays. The hare passed through each neighborhood, ringing a bell, handing out letters, selling stamps and supplies, and even weighing and wrapping parcels on the spot. For a small extra fee, he promised to deliver any time, day or night. And he always gave a sincere, friendly smile at no extra charge. Being efficient, creative, and pleasant, the hare saw his customer list grow rapidly. Davy was glued to the pictures and helped Grandma turn the pages as she continued reading aloud. No one had seen any sign of the tortoise. By the end of the week, certain of victory, Lysander scurried up to meet the neighborhood judges. To his surprise, he found the tortoise already there waiting for him. "So sorry, Lysander," said the tortoise in his surly drawl. "While you've been racing from house to house, I only have this one letter to deliver." Frank handed Lysander a document and a pen, adding, "Please sign here on the dotted line." "What's this?" asked Lysander. "Our king has appointed me, Tortoise, Postmaster General, and has authorized me to deliver all letters in the land. Sorry, Hare, but you must continue your deliveries." "But that's not possible," said Lysander, drumming his feet in a rage. "It's not fair." "That's what the king said, too," answered the tortoise. It's not fair that some of his subjects should have better mail service than others, so he gave me an exclusive monopoly to ensure the same quality of service for all. Angrily, Lysander scolded the tortoise, saying, "How did you get him to do this? What did you offer him?" The tortoise could not smile easily, but he managed to curl up a scale at the side of his mouth. "I have assured the king that he will be able to send all of his messages for free. And of course I reminded him that having all correspondence of the realm in loyal hands would make it easier for him to oversee the behavior of rebellious subjects. If I should lose a letter here or there, well, who's to complain?" "But you always lost money delivering the mail," declared the hare irritably. "Who will pay for that?" "The king will set a price assuring my profits. If people stop mailing letters, taxes will cover my losses. After a while, no one will remember that I ever had a rival." Grandma, looking up, added, "The end." "The moral of this story," read Rose, "is that you can always turn to authority when you have special problems." Little Davy repeated, "You can always turn to authority when you have special problems. I'll remember to do that, Grandma." "No, dear, that's only what it says in the book. It may be better for you to find your own moral." "Grandma?" "Yes, dear." "Can animals talk?" "Only birds talk, child. This is just a fairy tale, not the great bard." "Tell me about the great bard, Grandma." She chuckled. "How many times have you heard it already? Bard is the wise condor who roams the seven seas, from the icy peaks of High Yek to the steamy shores of Roth. No, no, you won't trick me into another story. We'll save that for tomorrow." Jonathan finished his meal and thanked the old couple for their gracious hospitality. As they all stepped out on the front porch to say farewell, the old man told him, "Just think of us as your own grandma and grandpa if you ever need anything." And that is all of chapter 19. Tomorrow we will look at chapter 20, Bored of Digestion. Have a fantastic day.